recording's going.
I'm just sending a link to Sherry from OFM so that she can join. Okay, I heard from Suzanne that she was possibly not going to make it today. So as long as we have Sherry from OFM, we will have our quorum of 3 out of the 4 members.
Yeah, I just received an email. Looks like it probably came to us all that Sherry Keller was looking for a link. So hopefully if you sent that one to her assistant, we'll.
I sent that to her.
Oh, and Russell, it looks like Brenda also wants a link to the meeting. I just checked the RM inbox.
Well, if you could send her the link.
Okay.
That would be great.
I will do that.
Okay, welcome, Sherry.
Thank you.
So we now have a quorum of committee members.
All right. Call to order the June 1st, 2002 State of Washington State Records Committee. It is 10:03. My name is Al Rose. I am the chair of the State Records Committee. Other committee members that are present, this is a virtual meeting. Sherry Keller from the Office of Financial Management and Terry Badger, the acting state archivist, or the state archivist. Suzanne Becker is not going to be here today, but we do have a quorum. Wanted to go around the room and first have staff introduce themselves for the record, and then any of the individuals that are here today for the 5 different records schedules that are being amended.
I'm Russell Wood. I'm the State Records Manager at Washington State Archives.
Jamie Gansel, Senior Records Consultant at the Olympia branch of the State Archives.
Scott Sackett, Washington State Archives, Records Consultant with the Records Management Program.
Molly Rooney, Senior Records Consultant, Washington State Archives at the Bellingham branch.
Emily Veneman, Senior Records Consultant at the Puget Sound branch of the Archives.
Megan Frick, Senior Records Consultant at the Olympia branch of the Washington State Archives.
John Reichard, Records Consultant with the Olympia branch of the Washington State Archives.
Rachel Bensi D'Souza, UW Medicine Records and Information Governance.
Barbara Benson, University of Washington Records Management.
Erin Puente, WashDOT Department of Records Management.
I lost my microphone. I don't know if you guys can hear me. I'm on my phone now, but this is Millie Brombacher, DSHS.
We can hear you, Millie. Thank you.
Thank you, Russell.
Get it? Okay. All right. Well, thank you very much, everybody, for being here. The next item on under routine items is the approval of the April 6, 2002 minutes. Having reviewed those minutes, are there any questions by any members of the committee? I would note that the members here today have all, which is a quorum, were also present on April 6th for that meeting. Any questions about the meeting minutes from April 6th as presented? Has the committee had the time to review those minutes? All right. Then I would entertain a motion to approve the minutes as presented.
Motion to approve minutes as presented.
Is there a second?
Second.
Okay, there's motion to approve has been made and seconded. Any requests for discussion? Hearing no request for discussion, call the question. All those in favor of approving the April 6, 2022 minutes as presented signify by saying aye. Aye. There's any opposed? Hearing 3 ayes, none opposed. Motion passes unanimously to approve the April 6 minutes as presented. Next item on the agenda is the adoption of today's agenda. Has the committee had a chance to review the agenda? And any questions? Seeing that there are no questions, then would entertain a motion to adopt today's agenda as presented.
Make a motion to adopt today's agenda as presented.
Is there a second?
Second.
Hearing a motion to pass today's agenda as presented and a second. Any requests for discussion? Hearing no request for discussion, call the question. All those in favor of approving today's agenda as presented signify by saying aye. Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Hearing 3 ayes, none opposed, the motion to adopt today's agenda as presented passes unanimously. The next item, number 2, is Washington State Archivist updates. And the first update is announcements from the State Archivist.
Thank you, Chair Rose. I am deferring to the State Records Manager today for announcement.
All right. Well, thank you very much. And that is the next item, announcements from the State Records Manager.
Yes, thank you. And we don't have a lot to update, but we are working on more advice for agencies to send out. And we're also will be announcing an update on how to make it easier to find all of your meeting records that have been transferred to the archives, the electronic ones at the digital archives. Because we have been working to make it that you can find the minutes, the agenda packets, and the audio recordings in one place. So we will be giving some guidance on how to update that. Rather, currently you have 2 places to find the audio separate from the meeting documents. So we're making some simplifications for that. And we will eventually get to doing stuff with video, because now nobody's doing audio recordings because everybody's doing it on Teams and Zoom and WebEx. And so we are working on that as well. Thank you. That's all I have.
The video can be a challenge because, of course, trying to index it. So, having to say a written document is fabulous because you can go right to something or do a word search. With video, you just kind of almost have to watch, unless you've got somebody in real time or reviewing it afterwards and putting in this discussion starts at this time and that kind of thing. So there's a challenge there.
That's why it's good to still have minutes and agendas as well as the recordings, because you've got a way to find out if this is the meeting that you want to look at, and
right.
then you can go into depth if you're like, well, what did they talk about when they passed that motion? So.
Yeah. All right. Well, thank you very much. Thank you very much. That now then takes us to the third major item, new business. Under new business is updates to agency schedules, and the first one listed is the Department of Archaeology and Historic Preservation Records Retention Schedule version 1.4. And there's somebody here from the Department of Archaeology and Historic Preservation. No? Okay. Well, Mr. Wood, is there anything that you'd like to say about this update? It doesn't sound like we have anybody on the line for Department of Archaeology.
It looks like the person's having technical difficulties.
Right.
With
is that Millie Brombacher?
No, Millie. Millie is with DSHS.
Sorry.
God, you had me scared there for a minute.
But no, this has been some updates that Emily has worked with archaeology and historic preservation on. So we have two people on the line from the agency as well, Annie Strader and Jamie Dunman.
Okay, great. Thank you. And is there like anything that you'd like to say? Ms. Dunman? Okay, all right. I see that. I don't think so. I see in the chat. No, they don't want to make any statements, and I appreciate that. Thank you very much for all the hard work that you've put into this. Are there any, the committee's had time to review this update. Is there any questions? Hearing no questions, then would entertain a motion to approve the Department of Archaeology and Historic Preservation Records Retention Schedule version 1.4 as presented.
Motion for early approval of the schedule as submitted.
Second.
Second. Oh, there's a second. Sorry, it's got jumped in there too quickly. Is there any request for discussion? Hearing no request for discussion, then call the question. All those in favor of approving the Department of Archaeology and Historic Preservation Records Retention Schedule version 1.4 as presented signify by saying aye. Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Hearing none opposed and 3 ayes, the motion to approve the schedule passes unanimously. Thank you very much, and thank you for all your work on these things. It does take a lot of time, and we appreciate it. The next item on the agenda is the Department of Social and Health Services Records Retention Schedule version 2.5. And Ms. Brombacher, you're here from the DSHS?
Yes, sir.
All right. And is there anything that you would like to say?
No, I'm waiting to hear what you guys have to say about it.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you very much. And it is a lot of work, and we appreciate the effort that does go into this. The committee has had a chance to review the DSHS retention schedule 2.5. Are there any questions? Hearing no questions, then would entertain a motion to approve the Department of the DSHS records retention schedule 2.5 as presented.
Motion.
Second.
Okay, there's motion to approve and a second. Any requests for discussion? Hearing no request for discussion, then I'll call the question. All those in favor of approving the DSHS records retention schedule 2.5 as presented signify by saying aye. Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Hearing none opposed and 3 ayes, the motion to approve passes unanimously. Thank you very much for being here today, and thank you very much for continuing to update your records.
Thank you, sir. Bye. Everybody have a good day.
Thank you. The next item on the agenda is under updates to agency schedules is the Department of Transportation Records Retention Schedule version 1.18.
Yes,
And Ms.
I'm
Puente,
here
you here
for
from
Erin.
DOT?
Yes, Erin Puente's here. Just want to thank you again for continuously working with us as we update all of our different sections and try and get everything done. And we really appreciate all the help.
Sure, DOT has a lot of records. So as the committee had a chance to review the sub schedule of changes, are there any questions? Okay, hearing no questions, then would entertain a motion to approve the Department of Transportation Records Retention Schedule version 1.8 as presented.
I so move.
Second.
There's been a motion to approve the Department of Transportation Records Retention Schedule version 1.8, and that has been seconded. Any requests for discussion? Hearing no request for discussion, then we'll call the question. All those in favor of approving the Department of Transportation Records Retention Schedule version 1.8 as presented signify by saying aye. Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Hearing none opposed and 3 ayes, the motion to approve passes unanimously. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Number 4 under updates to agency schedule is Office of Superintendent of Public Instruction Records Retention Schedule version 2.1. And there is somebody here from OSPI? Is anybody here from OS?
Yes,
Hear me now?
yes,
Oh,
now we
okay,
can
yes.
hear you, Whitney.
Okay, yes, I'm here.
Thank you very much for being here. Is there anything that you would like to say?
No, just appreciate Molly and all her help.
All right, all right. Well, thank you. Is there any, it's the OSPI Records Retention Schedule version 2.1. The committee's had a chance to review that. Are there any questions? Seeing that there are no questions, then would entertain a motion to approve the OSPI Records Retention Schedule version 2.1 as presented.
I move to approve.
Second.
There's been a motion to approve the schedule as presented and a second. Is there any request for discussion? Hearing no request for discussion, then call the question. All those in favor of approving the Office of Superintendent of Public Instruction Records Retention Schedule version 2.1 is presented signify by saying aye. Aye. Any opposed? Hearing none opposed, 3 ayes. The motion to approve passes unanimously. Thank you very much for all your work.
Thank you.
Yeah. The last item under updates to agency schedules is the University of Washington Records Retention Schedule version 2.19.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Thank you for reviewing the schedule.
Thank you. We see each other. We all meet every 2 months, I think, and you guys just have a lot of records, a whole new passel of them this time having to do with that nuclear program. So we appreciate your work.
And I have the best team, which is why we're able to get this done. So shout out to them.
Great. Thank you very much. This committee had a chance to review the changes. Okay, and are there any requests for any questions? There aren't no questions, then I would entertain a motion to approve the University of Washington Records Retention Schedule version 2.19 as presented.
Second.
Motion to approve has been made and seconded. Any requests for discussion? Hearing no request for discussion, then I would call the question. All those in favor of approving the University of Washington Records Retention Schedule version 2.19 signify by saying aye. Aye. Any opposed? Hearing none opposed and 3 ayes, motion passes unanimously.
Excellent.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Yeah. That is the last under new business, last update to agency schedules. Item 4 under the agenda is other business. Mr. Wood, do we have any other business?
No, we don't.
All right. Well, thank you very much. The number 5 then is the next meeting, which is August 3rd, 2022. Mr. Wood, do we have any idea whether that might be in person or are we going to think still planning on doing that virtually?
I don't know, but whether we do it in person or not, we will keep going with a virtual presence as well. So
sure.
This is certainly successful and allows more people to participate. So we will be continuing to have a virtual element to it even once there's a physical room. However, as those who've been to the archives, we only have a very small room, and in the past, people were packed in like sardines. So if people are keen to do that now, that's what we will be facing as we return to having an in-person meeting.
Yeah. Well, it makes all the sense in the world to do a mixture. I mean, I think of the University of Washington, and it's pretty much an hour down and it's an hour back at least, and for a 5-minute, presentation. So that makes all the sense in the world.
Thank you.
Okay.
Appreciate that.
It's the new world, and it's a great thing. I think we're realizing that people can still be productive in a virtual environment. So, well, and then the next meeting, yes, August 3rd, 2002, and that takes us to the last item on the agenda 6, which is adjournment. Is there any motion to adjourn?
I move to adjourn.
Second.
There's been a motion to adjourn in a second. All those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Hearing none opposed, three ayes. Motion to adjourn passes unanimously. And we adjourn the June 1st, 2002 meeting of the State of Washington State Records Committee at 10:21.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Thank you,
everyone.
Caroline.
Yeah.
Should I stop the recording, Russell?
Yes, please.